Hello friends, welcome to another video. This week we have a very exciting video, a video that has been in the works since I started my YouTube channel, honestly. We are going to be doing a little desk upgrade, which I'm so excited for. I have a new monitor that I'm going to be setting up, some new monitor mounts, and some little desk accessories. The goal is function and ergonomics and obviously aesthetic. So let's get into unboxing some of the new goodies. First up, we have the new monitor. So this is the same brand that I currently already have. It is the PX248 Wave in the color beige. I hate dealing with the styrofoam though. All right, let's see. Ooh, oh my goodness. Wow. It's such a nice color. Let's take it out of the plastic. I really like this brand because they make gaming monitors that are good for gaming, but then they're also like very aesthetically pleasing. They have all sorts of different colors. So I have a white one currently. This one's beige. It's a little bit smaller. And then, oh gosh, okay. And they also have like white, black, pink, blue, green, purple, and then the beige. And then it comes with all of the added little bits. It comes with a stand, obviously, but I got just a mount for mounting it. Okie dokie. We've also got our dual desk mount. And this I just got in white. Okay, so many pieces. I hate putting these things together. We've gone ahead and disassembled most of the tech on my desk. I took apart the previous monitor mount and now we have to build the second monitor mount. I absolutely despise building this stuff, but we shall do that first. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far. Obviously, they're different sizes. I honestly don't think it looks bad, just side by side like that, but I am gonna put the one on the right vertically. I just need to work on adjusting the mount a little bit more. And then there's also the issue of my camera with its mount. And then I also have to figure out the cable management. I think that should be good. I'll show you what it looks like from the back here. Okay, a little backside view. My Govee strip lights are hanging on by a thread for dear life. So the only issue is that it sticks out quite a bit. So I'm not going to be able to put my desk flush against the wall. Also, I don't know why, but they added stickers and I need to use like Goo Gone or something because that's going to bother me. This is what they look like from the back though. I think the beige is so nice. I really like it. Okay. Let's try turning it on to make sure that it works. Monitor 2! Oh! This is so exciting. Ooh, it's feeling really ergonomic. I'm so obsessed. Cable management wise, I'm sorry, I cannot get over these strip lights. They're so ugly. The cable management on the mount is actually very good. So we have the DPI cable and the power cable that go in through here, and then there's a section on the bottom for it to go in as well. They both just go down like that. So the wires from the front view are virtually undetectable, which is really nice. Okay, this is the progress we have so far. We have the monitors obviously set up. There are no visible wires. Well, for the most part. I've placed my camera. I do still need to test out just to see how it looks. But that's everything from the front. It's looking quite clean. And then this is the back. I haven't plugged any of the camera bits in yet, but this is the mount that I have for it. And then we have the strip lights. And so I just fed the wire from this and the strip lights directly into the mount cable management. And then this basket is a whole other story. We're gonna have to organize that. But I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the cables for the camera. Ooh, okay, I think I'm done. That's what the back is looking like, but I'm hoping that when I push it back into place, that won't be visible. It is nearly impossible to organize all those cables. All right, moment of truth. I think that's okay. Okay, so from this angle, I think it looks good. You obviously have these cables, but that is fine. That doesn't bother me. There is that black camera cable that's visible, but that's okay. And then when you move down, those cables are always there. I mean, if you if you really look, you can find plenty of cables. And then back there, you know, I could probably loosen some of them a little bit, but otherwise I think it's fine because when I'm sitting like this, you can't really see. And this is what it'll look like when I film. Hello, it's the next day and I have a few more little things to unbox, a few more little desk accessories. Don't mind this. This is the old monitor mount, but we have this first thing, which is this fluffy little chinchilla thing to go on the microphone. I will have to test that to see how it is. Next up, I got a little wrist rest for the keyboard in this nice green color. And now it also has a mouse pad, which I don't know if I'll use this. Some extra cushion. And then what I'm really excited about is this mouse. So this is the Logitech Lift vertical ergonomic mouse. I was really close to accidentally buying the one specifically for Mac because the listings look the exact same. So that wouldn't have been good. All right. Ooh. Ooh la la. Ooh. This is gonna take a little bit of getting used to. Oh, it's nice. I need to check what kind of batteries it takes, but we've got a new mouse in the house. Oh, and it has a battery already in it. Fabulous. Okay, exciting. Let's test this out. Oh my God, weird. Oh my God, this is really weird. Let's see how these guys feel. Let me peel the plastic off. Ooh. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna actually use the mouse pad, but oh, this is very comfortable. Wow, I'm impressed. Can you even see? I'm so sorry. I don't even know if you could probably see that. I think that the mouse, the wrist rest for my mouse is actually quite nice. And for the keyboard, very comfy. Hello friends, it has been a little while since we've last spoken. I think I've finalized how I like my desk, so we'll go over that. But I wanted to do a little bit of lighting stuff with you guys today. Let's go over the new things that I've picked up. So here is a quick overview of the desk setup. I've been using this keyboard wrist rest, but not the mouse one. And I've also reverted back to using my old mouse because the ergonomic one for editing really hurt my arm and hand, oddly enough. But I do want to give it another shot. I want to give it another shot for like casual use because I think it'll be good. I changed my backgrounds because the blue was really hurting my eyes. And I think this one is just very cute. And then yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. We are going to be working on this whole back setup. So the thing that I have added are these little fairy lights. They are little stars, which I think are quite cute. I do like fairy lights and they look really good in the background. The only thing I don't like is during the daytime when they're off, I just don't like seeing, you know, all of the wires and stuff. But I think when they're on, they are very cute. I also got a little orchid as a housewarming gift from a friend. And yeah. Okay, so there is a few new things down there that I wanted to unbox. One of them is another set of those fairy lights. It's a longer set. And I was thinking of putting them on this wall here. Another thing I got is this floodlight. I got a 2-pack of these crazy LED floodlights. And I had a vision for them. I wanted to project some light onto the background there with these, but they are extremely bright, so I think I only need one. Okay, and then this is a little bit heavy, but these are like wall panels for sound absorption, I guess, and they look kind of cool. So I'm gonna unbox those and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so these are the panels, and it's gonna be really hard to visualize what I want the design to be on the wall. I was thinking either like 4 in a square, because they're quite big, or it could be 2 rows wide and 3 rows high, so it would be all 6 of them. I wish I could see. I feel like 4 would look good. Jesus. Oh no! Knowing me, I'm gonna put them up and they're gonna be crooked. Now the question is, do I want it high or low? I'm gonna have to look back at this footage because I truly cannot tell. Okay, just for funsies, let's do it with 3 squares high. How does that look? I think what I've decided is that there are 2 outlets by the couch, and I want them to go over top of the outlets. Not covering, but like above, because I want them to start more in this corner. I think that would look nice. So we have to peel the back off. It's just like a big sticker, and then stick it to the wall. I have no idea if this is renter friendly, but I'm sure it's fine. Let's hope that's straight. It's like straight-ish. I think the beautiful thing about this apartment is that everything is wonky. So the more things that are wonky, the less I have to like worry about things looking perfect. Wait, I'm gonna do 2 now on this side, and we'll see how that looks. And if it looks weird, then I'll add the 3rd. I have the wide angle lens on right now, so that's also not making the room look that flattering. But this is big. It's quite big. It's taking up like the entire wall. Honestly, it does look a little bit crooked to me, but only from far away. Okay, so when you walk into the office, you see this. And, well, maybe it's level. I can't really tell. I think it might be a little wonky. It looks wonky to me. It fills out this section nicely. I just can't tell if I want it to go higher or not, because I kind of like the couch is really low, and I kind of like having this be like its own little moment, you know? I think if anything, like, I kind of want to hang some plants in here from the ceiling. So if anything, I think that would be cute to add. So I might just leave it like this for now. I don't know. When you're looking at things from this angle, that is how it looks. You know, I do think it could be higher, but at the same time, I feel like it might look goofy. Okay, next up I wanted to show you this light. This is controlled by my phone, so I can't really show it to you because I'm filming on the phone right now. But it's really bright. It's on the lowest setting right now. And I want to point it up at this wall. So if I put it like on a little stand or something and have it pointing at this wall, it does add a bit of color. You can't really tell right now because those lamps are on like their brightest setting, but when it's a little bit dimmer and when I bump the brightness of this up a bit, it just adds like some nice extra ambiance in the background. I want it to be very lively in the background with lots of color. I think that's fun. Okay, and then last but not least for today, I have this long line of fairy lights, and I'll tell you what I was planning on doing. So there's such a thing as curtain fairy lights, which is basically like a strip that you'll hang at the top of your room, and then it's like a curtain of strings that come down. So I had this idea that I wanted curtain fairy lights under each shelf, but the problem is that the curtain fairy lights only come in like really long strips, like a room's width, which wouldn't work because I only want like a very small strip. So I was thinking of like DIYing it with just regular string lights and just taping out like a pattern so that it's like strips coming down. And then I have some pictures that I was gonna hang up once those get printed, and I'll just put that on top, and then it'll be like extra little fairy lights in the background, and I think that might be cute. So I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna just use tape and hope that it looks okay. But I fear that I might have the same problem as I do with these little string lights where I'm not gonna like seeing the wires during the daytime. But I thought I would try it out anyway, use some tape, see how it looks. And if I don't like it, I can always easily just take it all off. I have just plain Scotch tape and my lights. And I'm gonna go ahead and, well, first of all, let's plug them in. I guess I will have to start it over on this side. Okay, y'all. Holy shit, that was so difficult. Moment of truth. Ooh. Okay, what mode do I want it? There. Let me push my couch back now and we'll see how it looks. For real, for real. Oh no. What I didn't account for is the fact that you can see the tape because I didn't go down far enough. Reason for it is because there is a gap, because that lamp right there needs some breathing room. And so you can see the tape. So this might not be a permanent solution. Hopefully you can see me okay. I think you can. But this is what the streaming background will look like. I do like how the twinkly lights look. I can always go back and fix the tape though. And then the floodlight is what's casting like a lot of primary color in the background. And then the lamps are different colors, which you can tell. I set those to blue and I set the floodlight to kind of like a pinky color. So it's kind of like a galaxy. And I think it'll be fun to play around with different color combinations. Let me know what you think. This is another color scheme that I like. And now the only thing I need is some plushies. Some more plushies in the back. Haul time and print haul. I got these gorgeous, stunning prints off Etsy. I will link the shop. So we have the forged goods of Stardew and seeds of Stardew. And we're gonna be putting those underneath the shelves. So these are the frames. They are the Rodalm. It kind of matches the shelving, so I thought it would be a good choice. This is a seasonal pick, but they had some nice looking pumpkins, which I'm not gonna open yet because it's not autumn quite yet. This is also a seasonal pick. Obviously, we have a little glass pumpkin candle. It is extremely sweet and cinnamony, and I probably won't light it, to be honest. It's just a little bit too sickly for me personally, but it looks cute. Okay, next we got some textile stuff. So I got a couple of these pillows. They're the Fjadrar, just square pillows. And then this one is a 16 by 23 inch, kind of like a lumbar pillow. And then we got some pillowcases. So this one is a brown for the lumbar. This is the Lagerpapel. I thought it would be a little bit more of a terracotta-y, orangey color. It's very brown in real life, but it's pretty. I like it. And then we got just the square covers for the square pillows. This one is the Val Crossing, and this is in like an off-white kind of cream color, and then a nice green. And these are cotton pillowcases, so they are nice, and they have a little bit of like a fringe detail at the edge. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash these. And then we got a throw blanket. This is the Myral. Let me just open it right now, actually. What is the material? To be honest, it's a little bit itchy. It's 100% wool, so maybe I won't wash it. I guess you can wash it in cold and let it air dry. But isn't wool supposed to be self-cleaning? I don't know. It is a nice like brown plaid. Again, something nice for the autumn season, I think. It's very hard to find a plaid blanket. Let me see, hopefully you can see some of the pattern. So just like a nice autumnal throw. Probably not for this time of year, but it'll come out very soon. It'll be making an appearance. Okay, that is everything. Let's go ahead and put the frames in. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. I think they look so cute, and I really like these frames. Well done me. Dang flabbit, I've done it again. Okay, I'll give you a closer look at both of them. This one is Seeds of Stardew and Forged Goods of Stardew. You can see me. So this one is going to go on this side. This one is going to go on that side. I think I would like for the bottoms to match up with the edge of the sofa. This is the mathematical way of measuring. Perfect. I've got my trusty hammer and my nails. Oh, it's a little bit off. This one is slightly lower. But overall, I think it looks okay. I'm not sure this one is worth trying to make higher though. I think it's probably fine like that. Okay. Oh, so I think with all of that, we have reached the end of this journey. The end of this here journey. I don't know if you can tell, I went ahead and redid the fairy lights a couple of times. So it's a little bit more minimal up top with the stars. I think if I make it just like very clean and intentional and I'm very careful with it, I won't mind the wires during the daytime as much. The ones down here, instead of taping it to the wall, I taped it to the underside of my wooden shelf. And I think that makes it look a little bit better so that, you know, the tape's not like on the wall. And then I brought it down much lower. There's no risk of seeing the tape on the bottom. So that's all good. And then I just cleaned up some of the lines because I was doing them a little bit too janky and they weren't straight and it looked really bad on camera. So I'm happy with it so far. We have my extra little cushions, which I love. They're very comfy. I highly recommend. I'm going to be bringing out some fall decor in the coming weeks. There will be a vlog all about like decorating for fall. Mind you, I don't have that much decoration, but this is pretty like seasonal neutral for now, I think. But I'm planning on getting a few little bits and bobs here just to make it a little bit more fun. And then obviously we have the art on the wall as well, which I absolutely love. I think that'll be a nice little Easter egg in the background of my gaming videos. And then obviously the monitor, which I've had for like a couple of weeks now, and I've been absolutely loving having two. Such a fan of it. It's been a lot of fun. And then this here, this is the only thing I'm kind of unsure about. So I still have 2 panels left. We have 4 on the wall right now. I was considering adding the 2 to the top so that it goes up quite close to the ceiling. But let me know what you think. Do you think that it should all kind of be contained in this one corner? Like everything is kind of contained like low on the wall. I'm just not sure how it'll look if I extend it too high up. If that will look good or if that'll look kind of strange and like stick out like a sore thumb. Let me know your thoughts. If I don't hang other panels up there, then I will probably hang some like plants or something so they can trail down. I think that would look nice. And then what else? I think that pretty much concludes everything. I'm sorry this was kind of like a boring video. It wasn't very vloggy. I've been very busy, but you can look forward to some more fun vlogs in the coming weeks. I'm planning on doing an artsy vlog in the future and a fall reading and decorating and shopping vlog, which I'm really excited about. So thank you for coming along with me on my little office. I don't know what I'll call this, like an upgrading my office setup, makeover, mostly decorating. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you in the next one. Bye!